Alright, ladies and gents, as ever, my name is Shane, that's Shane's Games, and tonight we're going to be playing Markus Ritter Ghosts of the Past, the second of the Markus Ritter games. This won't be our first time playing it, so if you want to see how we got to where we are tonight, or check out some of the games we've played in the past, be them obscure, unusual, or nostalgic, feel free to check out my YouTube channel, but for tonight, we'll go ahead and get into the game. Quick recap of where we are. Markus has just discovered that he is the last of the Shadow Hunters, fated to fight the monsters of the night. And also we have this new person, Ro, who has discovered that she is the last of the Shadow Hunters, destined to fight the monsters of the night. That's a little bit awkward, they're working it out. But right now they got bigger problems. Mainly there is some sort of shadow creature in their town. It is murdering a whole bunch of people. We just found out at the end of the last stream that it is killing soulmates. And they have to find some way to stop it. And we've also discovered that it's some sort of energy being that can possess people and move through mirrors. So that'll be fun since they have no knowledge of how to fight monsters or tools to do so. I don't know how that's gonna go, but we're gonna find out, I guess. So let's get into it. Also talking about card games. Well, the continue button doesn't work. That's a little distressing. We can load though, right? Where's our last save? That's a good question too. I can barely read these numbers. I think this one's our last save, maybe. Can we load the autosave? No, let's not do that. Let's just load this. I think this is my most recent one. Oh no, it says 40 right there. Hang on. Trying to see which one has the latest date here. This one right here, 1324, I think. Yeah, that should be the one. Ah, thank you, Hallian. I couldn't actually read those numbers on my screen. They were a little bit too thin. Hey, Simdust, welcome in. Good morning to you. How are you doing today, Sim? How's everything going with you? Also, as far as card games goes, I've basically sworn off CCGs because I don't want a game that I just sink money into forever. I'm big into LCGs because I like games that I sink money into for like a year and then just stop, and then I have like a lifetime supply of game. So I really love LCGs. I have a whole bunch of them just because, like, if you buy them for a while and then stop, you have like a really big kit of game. I like that. Let's see. Flesh and Blood decks are mostly commons and rares, which are their uncommon equivalent. Interesting. Interesting. I've heard some about Flesh and Blood. We got some tournaments going around me, but I haven't tried it yet. Let's see. I'd love to get into an LCG, but none of them have a community around me. Luckily, some LCGs are actually playable single player. Marvel Champions comes to mind. Arkham Horror also can be played solo, which is very cool. They're neat games. Oh, I shouldn't answer because I was going off what I saw at last and I had to leave early. You had the right answer, though, I think. Possibly. Yeah, I think you had the right one there, Rin. I thank you for the help anyway. Simdust, you are awake? Well, that's a start. That is a start right there. Alright, so Ro wants to investigate the crime scene again. Sure, we should see whatever evidence we can find there. Head over that way. How do we get downstairs? Here we go. Alright, let's head to the crime scene then. That's the bathroom, not the crime scene. Although, sometimes that has... No, I'm going to leave that alone. We're going to walk away. Well, shit. Well, that's one way to start the stream. Oh, that's bad. Still Thursday, but now Markus, for reasons. Is Markus gonna get kidnapped too? Is this about to go really bad? New question, but L for limited, it's, let's see, what is it? It's... Trying to remember now, hang on. Living is, I believe, what the L stands for. Living card game. The idea is, the reason they call it a living card game is because once you buy the starter set, you've basically got a complete game. You don't ever need to buy anything else. And so everything else you buy is just expanding upon that. You're building on it, but you don't ever need to like keep up with the meta or anything. It looks like Markus gets to do things in his game again. It is named after him. I'm sure he likes being able to do stuff again. All right, well, what's Markus's agenda for today? Today is the day of day. Oh, the book really. Oh no. Right, Fantasy Flight has copyrighted LCG, so nobody else can use it. But like, I use it generically because number one, screw them, and number two, it's a good descriptor just for that type of game, I suppose. So I'm talking generically, but other companies can't really use it that way. For other companies, the L is limited. Gotcha, gotcha. I don't see it. I don't think I can think of anybody else that uses it as limited. But, I mean, it's a good way to get around it, I suppose. All right, so here's the deal with the book thing. So Markus works for a publishing company as a photographer, but one of the other employees there is publishing a book and doesn't want to be famous. So they have basically press ganged Markus into pretending he's the author of the book. And, oh God. Oh, the Netrunner fan expansion. That is still a tragedy what happened to Netrunner. That breaks my heart. Makes me so angry. Oh man, Gloomhaven you can totally do solo. You absolutely can. Gloomhaven, amazing game right there. Very expensive game, but very cool. All right, time to step out the door and see if we get kidnapped. Well, we appear to have survived getting the newspaper. That's a start. Oh, they're making a digital version of Frosthaven? That does make sense. Let's see. Murder at Luxury Lake. Oh, we don't need to read about that one too much because we were there. We were at that one. Police budget increased. Criticism from women's shelters. I don't think that's anything we need to address right now. There is a lot of text in this game. We're not going to read the horoscopes, though, because those are periodically funny / insane. Capricorn, if life gives you lemons, make lemon tiramisu with amaretto mirror. You can find the recipe in the next issue of the book. Wow! Keep your advertisements out of the horoscopes, dude. Aquarius, your next months will be in the shadow, unless you step out from the shadow of your life tree. That might be a weird translation. Pisces, the path is rocky, however, stones build the way. That's nice. That's a nice little proverb right there. Aries, too much sun on the skin burns it. Be careful of whose light you look without sunglasses. It's almost deep right there. Let's see. You have Frosthaven, just waiting for Gloomhaven 2nd edition to ship. Nice, nice. I have Gloomhaven 1st edition. And I think I have Frosthaven too, but I never even took it out of the box yet. Yeah, these horoscopes are wild. Rock and stone, everyone! Taurus, you feel the answers within yourself. That's a cop-out. That is someone who did not know what to write for Taurus. Gemini, Rome wasn't built in a day, but someone started at some point. Start building. I like that one. I like that. Cancer, your last earworm wants to tell you something. Chat, what's your last earworm? I need to know, especially if you're a Cancer. I have questions. Leo, sometimes you feel like you're floating. Come gently back to the ground. Don't hesitate to ask for help. Good advice. Why is the horoscope mostly good advice this week? What's happening? Virgo, a good day to stay at home and avoid social contact. Batteries need to be recharged sometimes. I know that's true for me. Libra, that's me. Nightmares at night point the way to nightmares during the day. What the fuck? If I actually saw that in the newspaper, I would be a little distressed. That's what? Hey Libras, those horrible things you were dreaming about last night? Be real careful when you're out and about today. Shit's going down. Okay, thanks newspaper. I guess my horoscope for today is anxiety. Let's see. Losty, I've always been curious about those card games, because I love the artwork. However, I have few chances to play with anyone. I probably don't need another money vacuum, but they're so pretty. They are. Like I said, if you're ever curious, hit me up and I can tell you about a few that are playable solo and are very good at it as well. Not a cancer, but total eclipse of the heart. Trade out your last earworm is a verse from Einstein versus Stephen Hawking epic rap battle. Nice, nice. What is that trying to tell you? Scorpio, there is a swirling sensation within you. Let your hands rest in a flowing stream, then it will flow more calmly within you. We're very zen today. Today's horoscope is very zen. Sagittarius, who stands with both feet on the ground cannot stumble. See? That's what I mean. That's what I mean. Very zen today. All right. New documentary about British double murder at a castle. I wouldn't be so. Oh, yeah, that's a reference to the game Black Mirror right there. As you can tell by the fact that the castle is called Black Mirror, which is what the name of the castle in the game, which is why it's called Black Mirror. There's a lot of jokes about other adventure games in here, which I appreciate. An artist duo opens a new exhibition. Wait, what is it? The renowned artist duo S&M is preparing a new exhibition from Vienna. This exhibition will showcase their experience from a road trip across the USA. Oh, I know where this is going. After an extensive journey in search of Bigfoot, it's time to translate these experiences into an artistic concept, says Sam, who claims the S in the artist collective for himself. In the past, the duo has been known for its eccentric style, particularly S has often found metaphors in the animal kingdom, openly declaring himself a fan of dogs and pets in interviews. Oh, God, so this is a joke about Sam and Max, if you didn't pick up on that. I love that Libra is a literal nightmare fuel and Capricorn is just a recipe. Whoever was writing those was in a mood today, let me tell you. Oh, God, Tim Capello. Tim Capello is so great. And I love that he's doing a lot of work with Gunship. Not just for the music, but the music videos as well. That's awesome. He's awesome.
I'm not ready yet.
Oh, apparently do we need to get coffee? We probably need to get coffee. Can't start the day without coffee, as in real life. Do this thing. It just drops the pot in. That bothers me every time. Also, I just got an achievement called Not Without My Coffee. Which is also a vibe. Alright, so. I probably have to get dressed. Oh, right. The editor said that she wants me to wear that knit sweater, because she said knit sweaters are all the rage right now. Which is not even Gabriel, or it's not even Marcus's knit sweater, it's Ludwig's. But, you know, it is what it is. Yeah, there we go. That's the look for today. You know, I don't know if they've actually said what Marcus's birthday is. It's weird that they have the horoscope in there and he hasn't, like, called out, oh, this one's mine. I know, like, the very first time there was a horoscope, I'm like, oh, that sounds like it's foreshadowing, but, like, I don't know if it has been every time. Alright, where we go? Oh, there's the book release down there. Alright, let's do this. Is the ever-diminishing coffee pod supply like the game's version of Soda Calendar? That would be such a cool gimmick. Also, for a second, I thought this was like a dark alley or something. This looks super ominous. Hey, Laz! Good to see you. How have you been, Laz? How's everything been going? Hope you're doing well. The phone does not have a calendar, unfortunately. We've got the map, which is, you know, how we move around. Got a control reference. We've got our tasks for today. Save and load and options, which we will be saving here in case things go terribly, terribly wrong, because they probably will. Ebbs and Flow is currently doing okay. That's a start. That's a start. Yeah, Scorpio does seem to be like that, so that might be the one. Bob, how are you doing today? Hope everything's going well.
Hey.
There you are. You should have come earlier to prepare your reading.
Sorry, I wasn't in the mood.
Get the equipment and go.
Is that necessary?
Yes.
He's got a douchebag author jacket. Lovely. Few steps from doing guitar covers, cosplaying as my favorite guitarist. Joe Satriani. Good choice. Good choice. Oh, there's the earbuds. So the plan is that Markus is going to do a Q&A about the book. But of course, he didn't actually write the book. So Claudia is going to be backstage with a microphone, and she's going to feed him answers if need be. Is it surprising? I thought he was one of the biggest guitarists out there. All right. We got the book. I don't even know if Markus read the book yet. So that might be a problem.
Claudia, can I talk to you for a minute? Ro has discovered that the shadow looks for couples who are true soulmates. But I don't get it. Tessa was with Oliver, wasn't she? And he was having an affair with Pia. Was there something going on between Adrian and Tessa?
Adrian and Tessa were in love with each other. But they had never told each other. Oliver then asked Tessa out and she said yes. Because she knew that Pia was in love with Adrian. But that they were actually soulmates.
They missed their chance to spend their lives with their soulmates.
Well, that's sad.
Miss Schmidt is too stressed right now for me to want to talk to her.
I appreciate how he's not like, I can't talk to her right now. He's like, I don't want to do that. Oh, no worries, Les, no worries. And yeah, I can't really click on links much during the stream, so if you throw it in Discord, even in a DM, I'll see it that way. All right, are we going out then? Is it? Let's check. Yeah, I think we're good. Oh, God. This is going to be so bad. This is going to be so bad.
People are staring at me.
Oh, good. Yeah, start panicking early. That way you've got lots of time to get it done. Oh, God. All right, let's do this.
Chapter 2. The psychodynamic perspective.
You're doing great, buddy.
There are several factors that lead to the socially...
Keep calm. Don't forget to breathe. Next is the socially determined...
The socially determined process of...
Meanwhile, in the back of a white van... Oh, good thing the kidnapper didn't take her phone.
Category...
Good thing Markus left his phone on the dais.
Markus! Come back! Markus! Okay, come on. You have to do it.
Well...
Chapter 2. The psychodynamic perspective.
As everyone's like, who the hell is this?
Shit, damn it! It goes straight to voicemail. I can't get anywhere on my own. I don't need to ask Claudia and Schmidt anymore. Clara! She's the only one who can help me.
Alright. You expect a certain quality of acting from FMV games, and I'm happy every time I see it. Yeah, FMV games are slowly seeing a bit of a resurgence. We got a couple companies that are making them now, and I really love it. I really love it. This one is specifically inspired by an old FMV game, which is Gabriel Knight 2, which is one of my favorite FMV games. See, the animation bounce they use, nice, nice. Hey, Kais, welcome in. Welcome to the next German lesson. Hey, relentlessly, we're just getting started, but you did miss one big thing, which is Ro got kidnapped. And we don't know by who and we don't know where she is, but Markus just found out that she's been taken and is rushing to go rescue her. Yes! The horse is technically from Gabriel Knight 3, which is one of my least favorite adventure games, and not an FMV. But Gabriel Knight 2 is so good. That reminds me of Phantasmagoria 2. I've never played either of those. I probably should at some point. Alright, so, where are we going now? Clara is my only hope. Okay, oh right, that's Ro's friend. I wasn't actually expecting something, Ro to get kidnapped. That was a surprise to me.
Of course the door is locked. I have to find another way in.
Damn it! Wait, how is the door locked? Ro got kidnapped as soon as she was stepping out of the door. Who locked it? Or does it just, like, automatically lock? Maybe? I don't know. But who locked it? Doors auto-lock here? Oh, well that's inconvenient. Alright, so there's an open window up there, but I can't exactly get to it. And I have absolutely nothing that would help me get up there. Alright, we gotta look around for something that'd help us.
A fountain?
I mean, kind of, basically. Oh, Markus gets to see the cows. He likes cows. Apparently. I like how somebody just decided to film the cows and they're like, we're putting that in the game. Put the cows in the game. Burn it down and then go through the window. I think if Ro survives, she might be a little angry with us. The cows can help us. Cows help. Oh, hey, a handy ladder. What do you know? I think that's probably what we need. I mean, cows are cute. This is true. And very chill to just sort of stare at. There we go. Now see, this is the problem, is this adventure game doesn't tell me whether that's a ladder or a step ladder. These are the things I need. Give me B-roll of cows, stat. See, I think it was the opposite. I think like they were like discussing the next shot and somebody with the cameras just filming cows. And they're checking the camera later, they're like, wow, we have like 2 hours of video of cows. We gotta do something with that. Alright, let's try not to be too intrusive. And let's just get straight down to the laptop, because we got business to do.
Hey, sweetie. Oh, it's you.
Clara, you have to help me.
What is going on? Where is Ro?
She's been captured by the Shadow. She managed to send me a message. But since then I haven't been able to reach her.
Her mobile is dead, but I can try to track her latest signal. I am analyzing the last movements, so maybe I can find out her whereabouts. From there on, you are on your own. I will send you the coordinates to your phone.
Let me give you my number.
No need. Got it already.
How?
Move. We don't have the time.
Yes, you're right.
And Markus, bring her back safely.
Somehow, despite the fact you have absolutely no means to fight monsters. Yeah, she is the plot convenient hacker in the story. Yeah, oh, it's you. I like how she just casually hates Markus for no real reason. Hey, Siamese, welcome in. How are you doing today? Why do we have old Nine Inch Nails baseline played? Did I miss something? Oh, that was the, yeah, the guitar in the back. Very, very old Nine Inch Nails. Pre-industrial Nine Inch Nails. All right, that's still the bathroom. I keep going in there.
The door was locked.
Unlock it. You're inside the house. Markus. Markus, you're inside the house. Unlock the door. Is that another thing I don't understand about doors in Germany? Is there just no way to get inside? There's no way to unlock them if you don't have the key from inside? Markus, unlock the door. Yeah, but he's inside the house. He's inside the house. One way that the door wouldn't be locked is if you unlock the door. It's got a rotating lock, and whenever he's on one side, the locked side is just on that side. The key's just hanging out there on the other side. If they're dual locked, you have to have a key. Oh, I suppose if it's like a really old lock, then yeah, that would make sense. The ghost is calling from inside the house. Oh, God. Chris Technician, welcome in. How are you doing today? It's not old, is it? Is it from the 90s? It's very recent. Are you a fan of Monster Hunter? Yeah, I've played the last two. I haven't played the new one yet because I'm waiting till somebody tells me that the PC performance is good. But yeah, I played World and whatever the one was after World. And I'll get the new one once it's good on PC. Fender is doing a 20th anniversary. Holy shit, that's wild. Dinner report, I got White Castle. Monday is often a fast food day for me, so not as interesting. Strong roundhouse kick? Oh, God. I don't think Markus has a strong anything. Have you seen him? He's kind of a string bean. The 90s, like 10 years ago. Oh, God. All right, so let's save again. Now that everything has gone very bad. And then check the map.
Got it. We're gas 14, 19th district. Hurry up.
I like how the text was originally in German there. All right, so way up in the northwest. And I can't see anything in the thumbnail there, so I have no idea what we're walking into. Yeah, that was very loud. The sound mix isn't always great. I apologize.
How should I get there? Damn it. I don't want to involve Ludwig in this. But I have no time and no choice.
Oh no, is there no train that goes up there? Oh no. Doomed by the lack of public transit. Rathalos themed Telecasters. I don't even have a need for guitar, but I at least want to see a picture of those. That sounds cool as hell. I like White Castle. I don't like their burgers, but I like their chicken burgers. And also right now, since it's Lent season, they have popcorn shrimp, and their popcorn shrimp is very good. I don't think Markus has the cardio to walk anywhere, so apparently we've got to I assume Ludwig has a car, so we need to go ask Ludwig. Hey Ludwig, just a quick thing to run by you. So I'm actually a monster hunter from a long line of legendary monster hunters, and you know those murders in town? Yeah, that's my job. So my cousin, sorry, just found out I have a cousin yesterday, also a monster hunter apparently. She's been kidnapped, and can you give me a lift to the murder house where she's being held? Thanks. Is how I imagine the next scene is going to play out. Oh, Ludwig! I feel like you said that in a way that means Ludwig now thinks you're the murderer. I mean, he's gonna think we're insane at the bare minimum. That's true. I'm handling the murders. Not well, obviously, but I'm handling them. All right, the price isn't right, but that does sound cool as hell. Ludwig, get in the car and don't ask any questions. Also, never talk to the cops ever again. He did not put on pants. I mean, I suppose as long as you don't get out of the car, you don't need pants. That's a life hack right there you might not have known about. Oh, Oh, yeah, he was using it on the sofa right there. That's... I don't feel like that's super comfy for work, but I suppose different strokes for different folks. All right, Thursday, we're switching back to Ro, which should be interesting since she's been kidnapped. And it's very dark.
What the hell? Oh, shit! What actually happened?
Hey, Ro, how's repeated unconsciousness treating you?
Where am I?
Good question. I have no idea.
My hands are tied.
Oh, well, luckily the kidnapper literally took nothing out of your pockets. So, hey, we got a knife. Don't forget the kidnapper also didn't take her cell phone. So, yeah, this guy sucks. However, I don't appear to be able to just use my cell phone now. That's unfortunate. Picked something up just there.
I wouldn't blank.
Oh,
Remember, I can't access my phone right now.
why not? Do it. Or is there no reception in the basement, conveniently? The one-star kidnapper. This guy's gonna get such a talking to on Yelp.
Just trash.
Yeah, I get that a lot. What?
I don't want to know what's behind the glove. I want to know how to get out of here.
What if it's like an excavation machine and that's how we get out of here? What then, bro? Alright, now we have 2 wooden planks. That's nice.
An iron rod.
Oh, a wooden plank and an iron rod. Alright. Maybe we're getting somewhere now. Does no reception even exist in a world where 5G exists? It's been a while since I have gotten no reception on my phone, but... yeah, like in a dead zone... I will say, this was pretty terrifying. At my old job, we had a specially designed room to store archival data, mostly data on tapes, which are still a thing in data centers. And the room was basically a Faraday cage. So every time I walked in there, I couldn't get a cell phone signal or Wi-Fi in the slightest. Which would have been an interesting curiosity, except for the fact that the lock on the door was also sticky. So sometimes, like, you just couldn't get the door open. And, like, since I worked solo shift overnights, every time I had to go in there to get some tapes, I'm going to be like, is this the day I die? Is today the day I go inside the tape locker and just die? Let's find out! Yeah, I always propped the door open, but every once in a while I'd forget. I'd be like, oh, maybe this is the day. Let's see. Seemed to us when I was last in the mountains, we only had service in the driveway. Oh, jeez. Hey, Prakunas, welcome in. Yes, we had so many tapes that we had to deal with at my old job. They were pretty big, like 3-something terabytes, but there were so many of them. I don't think they need an emergency call button. They should have. They didn't have one. New fear unlocked. Today is a great day to unhinge. Okay, the door was so heavy too. Oh god. Phone could be dead too, that's possible. But why did the kidnapper not just take her phone? What is happening? Why is he so bad at his job? His one job.
An old door. And I see the hinges. Maybe I can...
Can what? What do we have that'd work on door hinges? The knife, maybe?
An old door.
Apparently not that. You want to bust the hinges? What are we doing here?
An old door.
No.
And I see the... An old door. And I see
No.
the hinges. Maybe I can...
What are you looking for to do here, Ro?
An old door.
Nope. Oh, is there something over here too, or is that... No, that's part of the door, I think.
Remember, I can't access my...
Right. Yeah, I would have thought you could take the screws out with a knife. I thought that's what she was going for, but apparently not. Let's keep looking
There's
around
nothing-
then. See if there's something else around here.
A paint bucket. Should I make myself comfortable here now or what? I have to make sure I get out of here before the shadow comes back.
I know, I'm working on it. Oh, your headphones turned off without alert. Oh my god. Mine do that whenever they're idle for too long. And it always scares the crap out of me because it always says powering off when they turn
Just
off.
trash. Oh my god. Is that a dead body?
I don't know, is it? Like, we could find out. Maybe not. So we got the thing over here. Is there anything else to see here? No. Alright, what do we have in our inventory? We've got the phone, we've got a letter, we've got the knife, we've got the lockpick set, we've got a drawing, we've got the diary, we've got a wooden board. I don't suppose we can use the lockpick set.
An old door.
No. Poke it with your pipe. Excuse you, not that kind of stream.
An iron rod. An iron rod.
Something else to see here?
Remember,
Looks like there's a ladder there. I don't know if I can do something with that. No. Wait, something's happening. Using the wooden board as a pry bar. Oh! What? Why did we need to talk about the hinges then? Why were we talking about the hinges? I don't understand. Shane, we've seen what happens on the stream. Sometimes it's true. Usually I try to shout, put the kids to bed before that, though. So I always didn't think that was coming there. I wouldn't have guessed that either. Also, it was very dark. Oh, we lifted it off the hinges. All right. I couldn't tell what was going on because it was very dark. What's your assessment of that room's decor? Oh, God. It's literal piles of garbage. I'll give it a 2 out of 10 because some of the garbage is useful in puzzle situations, and I appreciate that. All right, back to Markus.
Wait, where are you going?
I go with you.
No, Ludwig, you stay here. I get Ro and we leave from here.
But
No, Ludwig. Thank you for going through all of this, but you must stay here.
okay. But Markus, you have to tell me what is going on here. You said you won't lie to me.
You did say that.
Ludwig, trust me.
Technically did not lie. Alright. Off to go fight a monster despite the fact we have no knowledge or tools on how to do so. Yay! Yeah, get you a boyfriend that'll drive you out to the middle of nowhere in the middle of the night and either not ask any questions or accept that they're getting no answers. All right, let's save again because we might be about to get murdered. Kind of getting that feeling here. Let's see. Save over this one, and we're back up to the top after this. All right. Hello?
The house is not exactly small. I hope I can find her.
Hopefully.
I already have a ride.
Yeah, but what if we had two?
I'm likely to fracture something trying.
Yeah, it's a little too high.
Wait, before I rush into the house, I need to make sure I'm in the right place. Let's take a look around.
Alright, I guess. It is very dark and I cannot see what's happening.
Why am I always thinking about food lately?
Yeah, samesies. I mean, what?
Locked. Locked.
Alright, so we're not getting anything there. Let's see, you drove here not knowing it was the right place? Didn't Hacker give you the coordinates? Yes, but also, Markus has no confidence in anything, including himself. So he's like, finally, I've arrived to save Ro! Assuming this is the right address. Is it the right address? I don't know. Welcome to our life now.
Wait, before...
Where are we looking around? What else is there to look? Over here? Oh, alright, yeah. Gotta scope the place out, I suppose.
That's Ro's cell phone. She must be here somewhere.
Oh, so her phone's still in her inventory, but she doesn't technically have the phone on her. Gotcha, gotcha. Alright, so now we know for a fact we're in the right place, because we found Ro's phone.
And isn't it ironic? And isn't it ironic?
I like how the subtitle's still in German there.
And isn't it ironic?
I assume that's German anyway. You could call it bad UI programming, but it's also one of those things where I'm 100% sure behind the scenes, they're like, it's one scene. Do we really need to build this new system for one scene? Just go. Kidnapper's not this kidnapper still, didn't take her cell phone away from her while she was in the van, which is how she called Markus in the first place. And number two, after taking the phone away from her and going, wow, I should have taken the phone away from her, still left her with her knife after tying her up? So, no, still the worst kidnapper, 100%.
Doesn't look like there's anyone inside.
Absolutely the worst kidnapper. Hey, Ro.
That can't be. That fucking idiot!
Oh no! Oh, that's perfect. That's perfect. So, good news, Ro has escaped and is safe. Bad news, Markus doesn't know that and just went into the murder house. Mission accomplished. New mission. We gotta go save Markus. Oh no. She's the Princess Leia of the game. I didn't mention this, but the people who play Markus and Ro are, number one, the designers of this game, number two, best friends IRL, number three, streamers. They have a Twitch, although it's entirely in German, and also number four, professional cosplayers, which is wild. Everything about this game is pretty wild. All right, now we're Ro. Oh,
Remember,
God.
I can't access my phone right now.
Oh, can we get out of the van?
Great. I can forget about the cell phone.
Oh, I guess it's busted, probably. Damn it. Does that mean I can't save?
Remember, I can't access my phone right now.
Fuck! Ro can't save because she can't use her phone. Oh, no.
Well, I'm really not that stupid and come through the front door. I have to find another way in.
Didn't Markus go through the front? Oh, yeah, no, that checks out.
The terrace door. This is my best chance. It is locked. Then it is the hard way.
Wait, no, you've got a lockpick set. Use the lockpick set.
The terrace door. This is my best chance.
Oh, I forgot. It's one of those one-time use lockpick sets that only work in very, very specific situations.
It is locked. Then it is the hard way.
Is she talking about breaking a window? She's like, oh no, I can't go in the front door. That's too obvious. Let's break a window and wake up the entire neighborhood. What is happening, Ro? Aren't you a little short to be a demon hunter? He's a very much himbo energy, which is consistent with Gabriel Knight as well. All right. What are we gonna do here? How are we gonna do this? All right. So it looks like we use the iron pole and the wooden board for the other things, so we don't have those anymore.
It is not the time for a barbecue.
How dare you? Any time can be the time for a barbecue, Ro. Damn it.
The terrace door. This is my best chance. It is locked. Then it is the hard way.
What's the hard way? Are we using the knife?
The terrace door.
What does that mean?
It is locked.
What's the hard way? Got a lockpick set. Oh my god. We have to find like a brick and smash it open? What's happening here?
The window is too far up.
It's true.
Well, okay, to save Markus or take the time to short circuit the car?
The car. Oh, the silent bricks, of course. They're special muffled bricks. My favorite kind.
I'm not going in there. I have to follow Markus into the house. The shadow was surely expecting him.
Yeah, he's real dumb. I remember Jane Jensen once said that her design concept for Gabriel Knight was, and I'm roughly quoting what I remember her saying here, the perfect man for any woman, endlessly gorgeous and dumb as a brick. And I'm like, wow, Jane, tell us how you really feel. I mean, that is definitely Gabriel's vibe. He's very pretty and very, very stupid.
Well, at least I had it halfway comfortable.
Yes. Yeah, Jane Jensen is the person who created the Gabriel Knight series, as well as a couple other really cool adventure games too. Oh, you're thinking of the Jetsons. It is very close though. All right, nothing else there. All right, there is a. I forgot this game does have a reveal all hotspots. That's what that looks like. I really could have used that a couple other times.
The terrace door. This is my best chance.
That I remembered it now. Yeah, see, there's something right here. Can you guys see what I'm clicking on right here? Maybe it's just the settings on my monitor, but I have no idea what I'm hovering my mouse over right now. It is a brick, though. It was so silent I couldn't find it. It was in whisper mode. All right, now let's do this quietly.
Apparently,
Perfect.
he didn't hear the shattering of the glass. I have the advantage.
I'm sorry, what? That's what I'm going to do next time I have to break into somebody's house. I'm going to throw a brick through the window and go, well, I guess nobody heard that. And then I guess it'll just make it true, I suppose? Oh, God. All right. I now have a camera and a beer bottle?
Remember, I can't access my phone right now.
I know, I'm just...
Remember, I can't access my phone right now.
So what that is a little bit of a bug. Right-click is inspect inventory, but right-click is also bring up your phone menu. So it's kind of overwriting those. I want to inspect this, but...
Remember, I can't access my phone right now.
Doesn't appear to be a way to do that.
Remember, I can't access my phone right now.
Well, we have a camera and a beer bottle for some reason, so that's a thing. All right, not at your house then, Pokehero, so no, that's fair. Maybe Marcus is rubbing off on Ro. That may be a thing.
Shit. Of course he was expecting him. By the main entrance, the idiot. I have to do something.
Hit him with a beer bottle. Glass him! Oh god. Nope. Instant death.
Shit. Of course he was expecting him. By the main entrance, the idiot. I have to do something.
Well, oh no, we didn't get a camera. Alright. Apparently we've got some time to waste. Just keep staring him down like that, and then... Camera for some reason. Haha! Blinded! And then, glass him! Shit, yes!
Drive! Step on it!
Oh no, did Marcus drop one of his pictures of Ludwig?
You know so much more than me. Everything about our branch of the family. And Marie's in here. Perhaps you can do more with it than me.
Thank you for everything. Even if the rescue didn't go as planned, you did come to help me. What are you going to do now?
I've often been to her grave. That's where I was most connected to her. But now she seems so far and silent. I will go to the scene of her death. Tomorrow. Perhaps I will find her there again.
Ludwig. Ludwig is driving. Marcus's boyfriend.
That was quite something. Marcus? I really don't want to push you. But...
I know. I'm so grateful to you for what you did for us today. And I don't want to leave you in the dark for much longer.
What?
But right now there's simply too much going on. Ludwig, please. Please give me a bit more time.
Literally
Please.
just tell him. You already told Claudia. Take a drink. First time we've done that since after the hiatus, but well earned. Well earned. Ludwig, I trust you more than anyone in the world, but I'm not actually explaining this to you. He didn't try to tell Claudia Ro was the one that spilled, but once Ro opened the floodgates, they both told her everything. And she was cool with it. Claudia was cool with it. And instead of saying, oh, all right, well, if Claudia's cool with it, I'm sure Ludwig would. He'd be like, no, Ludwig, I know you just had to drive me to the murder house where I had to rescue my secret cousin, but I'm going to keep you in the dark a little while longer. Surely nothing bad will happen from me doing this. Yeah, the clue would have... that's exactly what I thought when I saw that screen, Lazarus. I'm glad that wasn't just me. The sweater's too powerful, Rin. Oh, Marcus, you absolute disaster. He's a disaster buy. It's his primary character attribute, it turns out. But now we are skipping forward to Friday. We've gone to the next day, and we are Ro now.
Good thing I haven't disposed my old phone yet. There's no SIM card inside, but the basic functions should work.
Like saving the game? Saving the game? Oh, she changed... Oh, her old phone has a different desktop. That's actually really cute that they have that as a way to differentiate the phones. This even looks like an older model, though I'm not 100% sure. Alright, let's save. Oh, thank goodness. Alright. Do we need to go chat with Clara, possibly? Hey, Clara, we're not dead. FYI. No, apparently we don't need to tell Clara that we're not dead. I'm sure she's not worried about us in the slightest. Why would she be? That's crazy. What is our task then? All right, I guess that's our priority right now. Sure. Okay. Yeah, let's. No need to tell Clara we're still alive. Just let's make some tea. Go make some tea. It's fine. Don't worry about it. She's Austrian, I believe. Alright. Tea. Yes. All laid out, thankfully. Oh, we got to choose. I've chosen without knowing what I was doing. Disastrous. Alright. We got tea. Oh, are we good now? Oh, now we need to go update the murder board, of course. Also, I don't know how to get out of this screen, because normally, oh, there's exit. Oh, it's a physical button instead of a virtual button. That's kind of adorable. This is her older phone, so it actually has physical buttons instead of on screen. I kind of love that. Yes, but the British have a tea break built into a game that takes days. Iron Man, you've saved the world. I need some tea. Or shawarma, also. Shawarma is very important after you save the world. To the murder board! Don't forget, last time we looked at the murder board, she's like, I don't know what you actually do with a murder board, but I see them using it in all the movies, so maybe it'll help. Oh no, I'm so sorry, Les. Oh, he's lit up! Oh! Oh, I love him so much! This is Roa's lamp. It's beautiful and I love him.
My personal touch to the otherwise staid decor.
Oh my god, he's so cute! Alright. Where's that Polaroid? Here we go. Surprise murderer. And now some floor tea. Cuteness aggression, I know what you mean. Oh yeah, the circle option, I haven't tried that out yet. Had to go back to the US for my dad's passing 2 years ago. Guess how many shawarma I had? At least 3. Ooh, alright, what in Osaka? Might be worth checking out. Alright, switching over to Markus.
Markus!
Yet another nightmare.
Like almost every night.
Alright, are we actually gonna talk to him now, or are we just still not gonna share anything? Ooh, Les, number 1, good luck, and number 2, I want to know how it goes.
Do I look so rough?
I'm worried about you.
Why are you worried about me? Because I drove you to a murder house in the middle of the night and you won't tell me why. Oh yeah, I guess that would make me a little worried.
That's sweet of you.
I love you, Markus. Don't worry, I don't expect an answer. I just want you to know it. I'm here for you. No matter what happens.
That means everything to me. I'm still not going to tell you anything, though. They did kiss at the murder house. Not that doesn't sound romantic when I say it like that. Is this the perfect boyfriend? He is a little bit of a doormat there. Like, I would be a little... Yeah, he's too good for Markus. It's true. He's a little too nice. And Markus is like, I could use this. Run, Ludwig, run!
There's one thing I have to deal with this week. After that, I'm yours. All yours. There's one thing I have to deal with this week.
We heard it the first time.
After that, I'm yours. All yours.
I will book the flights today. Before you change your mind.
Was that 2 different takes of the same line? I think it was. All right. Whew. Got out of there without telling him anything. Sucker. Oh, that's awkward. Well, our to-do list is clear today, so let's hit McDonald's, I guess. Oh, no, wait, we gotta investigate where our ancestor was horribly murdered. Yes. The plaintiff P&O of relationships. Rooks, how are you doing? Welcome in. Oh shit! Markus and Ro both know that the shadow moves through mirrors, and they have several mirrors in their home. Why at no point did they be like, I should probably do something about that? Especially now that, you know, the shadow's seen my face full on. Nope, that's fine. Just leave everything there. Also, hey, thanks for not telling Ludwig that might be in danger because you're in danger. Oh, God. Plaintive is a good word. I don't get to use it as much as I like. English has a lot of problems, but extensive vocabulary is a benefit. It is. You're always finding weird edge case words, and I love them. Main character never tells anyone everything. That's the whole reason we have the take and drink command. I think, what was it, Tales of Symphonia that drove me insane about? Oh my God. That was the entire plot, was driven by their characters refusing to tell anyone anything. Alright. Well, let's go ahead and save. New location, may as well. And then we'll take a little look-see around. See what we got.
Marie! Come on!
That's gotta be super awkward when you have like psychic powers and you have no idea how they work. So you're just sort of putting your hands on things and like, do I like focus real hard? Am I focusing real hard or am I just scrunching up my eyes? So Markus has been able to commune with his ancestor, which is how he's learned a whole bunch of things about shadow hunting. But recently he hasn't been able to get in contact with her. So he's going to, this is where she was murdered. And he's trying to find some way to get in contact with her again. But also, he doesn't really understand how his powers work. Sometimes he touches stuff and stuff happens. So, he's not sure if Marie is talking to her or if he's just doing something wrong. There's no real way to tell, which is unfortunate. It's a rough situation. What is... Huh. Interesting. What's that doing there?
Ludwig likes these kinds of flowers.
Too bad he's maybe dead right now. Your attempt to contact the dead is appreciated. Your divination is very important to us. Disconnect the psychic router for a minute. Alright, I can't go down there. This is somehow a dead end. It's fine. How about down here? Marie, I keep touching things, but nothing's happening, and now I'm sad. Marie. He is dumb as a brick, it's true. That's the same one, alright. That's different, but can we check out the house? Ooh. It is a big fancy looking building. You gonna see down here? We can head down this way. Imagine if you're like a security guard here and there's just this weird, sad-looking guy walking around touching things. I'd be like, oh, this seems awkward. I should have a talk with that guy, but also I really don't want to. This does look like a Hitman stage. Hopefully we're not being stalked. I don't think Markus has any way to stop Agent 47. Yeah. Sometimes you're just like, no, I don't get paid enough for that. I'm just gonna let that ride. Whatever's going on there, I have decided it has nothing to do with me. No thanks. Alright, so did I miss something down here? Ah, can we go up the stairs? There we go.
Can I help you?
Thanks, but I believe the answer I'm looking for is buried deep in the past.
The past can teach us a lot, but if we don't look forward and find our own particular way, which can be different from each individual, we will never find ourselves, and we'll get lost in an endless cycle.
Easier said than done, but
what? It was a ghost of someone we don't know. Like, hey, Markus, I've been sent by Marie. She's really irritated having to talk to you. So if you can just stop touching things and being sad, thanks. Balls, I've done that when I was at work and my entire job was to go check out that cat. I was like, nah. We had a security guard at our old job who was approximately 300 years old. And every time we had something that might have been a security incident, he'd be like, I'm not dealing with that. Nah, I'm not doing that. It's very deep, Mr. Mystery Man. Whoever you are, I guess. All right, back over to Row. We got mail. Or, oh, that's the computer, right? Head downstairs then. I hear you. I got it. I hear you. Please stop that now. Oh my God. Very insistent. Very Yahoo Messenger coded. I presume at some point we told Clara we're not dead because we're not talking about that now.
Hey, Clara. I could really use some good news.
We got him. It was not that easy this time, but I found a house that could fit our body-jumping villain.
All right.
And I've discovered how we can identify him.
So we are just missing how to kill him.
If necessary with an armored fist, what the hell?
Unfortunately, Markus hasn't had any more visions. Marie has gone quiet.
Just reread again all information you got about Marie. I thought she was close to defeat this shadow.
Then we flip through the thing again. I also have the second diary now, the one from Adam Ritter. Maybe Clara is right.
Alright, wait, is this... I know Markus mentioned before he was wondering if this is the same shadow that killed Marie. Are we just assuming that now? Is this the same one? Interesting. Alright, so... Our task now is... Let's take a look at the diaries. Alright, we can do that. This OS... Very Windows 95. I'm the desktop especially. Feels very Windows 95. Alright, so... No, not that. Alright, so let's take a look at the second diary here. We've already read that. Matter of fact, we already read all this. Oh, you can change it to a more readable font. I wish I knew that the first time. Alright, we already read this, so I don't think there's anything really new in here. It's all very generic. Alright, how about the other one? Oh, we can do that one too. I really wish I knew that. Oh my god. Yeah, I wish I could do that IRL, seriously. Let's see. This one have anything? I don't think it did either. No, this one doesn't even really mention shadows. Oh, it's a torn out page. I didn't notice that before. Interesting. Was there more pages to the other one? Aha, there is. How did I not notice that before? Maybe you couldn't. Markus didn't feel like looking that closely. Cursive is very painful to read sometimes. Dear Gunther, it is with a heavy heart, but nonetheless filled with hope that I write to you. I pray this amulet will be safe, protected in your care. I fear perhaps I write to you for the last time. Just a few small hours separate me from what might prove my final fight. This will be the hardest thing I have ever done. Perhaps though the most important. This time my beloved husband stands not by my side nor beside me. No, he stands now an opponent taken by the darkness. The shadows have him now. It brings me great grief, Gunther, to tell you that my husband has fallen. He's been taken, possessed by a demon. And for all my efforts have failed to save him. Perhaps I should say I failed to save him this far. But the truth is, I am not hopeful. Tomorrow I will venture to him to try to call him back to the light and purge what foulness has taken him. I can't say with certainty that I will prevail. You will understand, dear Gunther, that I must face this alone. But know that for all our loneliness, our kind has never truly been alone. Our war, the war which our family has fought since time immemorial, continues on with you. Defend this amulet and all of its power from those whose wickedness might twist it towards evil. I entrust this to you, this amulet and our family's legacy. Protect it with the might of our noble family name. Know that all of the Ritter line stands with you. Make our family proud, Gunther. Carry our burden with your head held high, as we all have done, for we are the only ones who can, with love, Marie Ritter. Oh my god, Nano! How do you do that? That is uncanny, oh my god.
Marie! I understand it now. I can feel the supernatural through emotions. I have no idea what's going on, but apparently I have a connection to Marie now.
Well, that's convenient. I mean, you do look exactly like Marie, probably because you also play Marie, so that would make sense. All right, so we got a connection to Marie. What do we do with it? We take a look at the diaries again now that we have some sort of connection, maybe? Yes. Oh! Secret text.
Marie pulled them out. As I understand it, since the page said that the demon and the host can be killed, but then also the person you love dies, she didn't want anyone to suffer again like she did. Alright, the ritual is our best guide.
That's why we shadow hunters exist. We all have the one ability to find ways to protect people from the shadows. In the case of body jumpers, the ability to detach people from the shadow unharmed. With a ritual assisted by a thistle, spring water, salt, an image of the shadow, and a personal object, I was able to give them a mirror the energy to unmask the shadow. Unfortunately, this revealed that the shadow is in Frederick. I researched all the sources available to me. I have used my ability to contact past hunters, but nothing. There's only one thing left: to stab the shadow in the host. Alright, so we have a way to figure out where the shadow is, but not to actually do anything except kill the host. Must not Zelgo post. Fight it! Fight it! X1011, welcome in. Oh man. That is really, I have no idea how you folks are doing that. That's really cool.
That's all? So there's no way to save the host? That's why he panicked in the house on the lake. He thought we already have found out how to destroy him when I threatened him in the cellar with the knife.
Apparently. Oh, Unicode stuff. Gotcha. Alright, so we need to get the ingredients for the ritual now. So, let's see, what are the ingredients here? Let's double check. What is it in the first diary and second diary? First diary. Alright. Thistle, spring water, salt, an image of the shadow, and a personal object. Alright. Let's see, we have an image of the shadow already, or for some reason we don't on our person. Where did the image go? Well, salt would be in the kitchen, right? Presumably. You'd think? Let's see. Oh, yeah, here we go. Well, that part was easy. Also, cute little salt container right there. Also, cute little electric kettle.
I love this kettle. Tea is my to-go drink in the morning and evening.
Fair. Alright, so we got, oh, the image of the shadow's up on the murder board. Right. Alright, and in there. Is the potato gonna be our personal object?
My personal touch to the otherwise staid decor.
No, apparently not. That would be adorable, though. Alright, that's two things we need. Trying to think what the personal object would be. Her laptop or cell phone? Look like a sugar bag? It did look like a sugar bag to me, but it is Austria. They might have things set up differently there. Alright, so I've already forgotten. Let's double check. What else do we need here? Probably write this down at some point. We need a thistle, spring water, and a personal object. Let's head outside and see if we can get the thistle and the spring water. Nothing here. I think no. Can we just grab a random thistle from somewhere? There's an interaction point right here, but I can't actually interact with it. Can we not just get a thistle? What are we doing here, game? Can't go over there either. That's weird. How about over here?
Christmas tree shopping is also done with it.
I suppose. I love how this South Shane is going to have a deeper understanding of how German Austrian residences work. This is my education. Just like how when I played Alan Wake 2, I learned a lot about Finnish society.
I'm grateful that I can live here. I'm not someone who needs the city and many people.
You never know where your education is going to come from, but sometimes it just do happen.
Apparently a fireball? I have already investigated whether something important was burned here, as it always happens in Murder, She Wrote. Unfortunately, nothing. Only coal.
Alright, today I learned Ro is a Murder, She Wrote fan.
If this thing still works, the winter may become really cozy.
Well! Interesting, interesting. Oh, hey, another one of those flowers. Or a flower. Possibly.
A garden shed with normal garden stuff. Unfortunately, I have lost the keys, but had already looked around in there before that happened.
Man, you don't have a lockpick set. Oh, wait, you do. We're just never using that again, I guess. Cows! Roundhouse kick it open? She could probably roundhouse kick it open, but I guess she chooses not to, which is sad. If you can roundhouse kick doors open, you should be doing it all the time. You don't want that skill to get rusty. You never know when you'll need it. You want to have it ready when the time arises. By garden shed, oh god. There we go. Thankfully, there was exactly one thistle in the backyard. Precisely one thistle. Does this count as spring water?
A fountain. Should I ever feel the need to water the lawn?
Probably not. I imagine. I guess we need to get like a cup to store it in, right? Probably. We should do that. Didn't actually stop to consider what we were going to put the water in. Can't get a cup from the cabinet now for some reason.
Cup noodles. That's what I mainly eat. Cheap and filling.
Over here?
Spring water. Good enough.
No, Ro! Just because it's legally spring water doesn't mean it's actually spring water. Oh, God. If this is going to be the reason the ritual doesn't work, that'd be hilarious. But Marcus, I use spring water. Who told you that? Nestle? Did they tell you that? Oh, God. A Theophilus thistle, the thistle sifter. That is difficult to say. All right, so we've got everything but the personal object. What do we use as a personal object? Trying to think if there's anything else around here that she's mentioned is like connected to her family. I don't. Again, remember this is Europe. Oh, different standards for the water labeling. I suppose that's possible. We can move that, but we don't need to. Just ruins the decor. Personal object. I suppose we have a couple things on us that could be the personal. Maybe let's just head to a mirror and see what we can do. Because they said that's the other part of the ritual is we're using a mirror. Where have we got a mirror? Right here? Possibly? There we go. Or we're taking it with
No
us.
idea what will happen. I will look for a quiet spot outside for the ritual.
All right. Quiet spot outside, she says. We better save again. Just to be safe. All right. Under the trees, maybe? Over here. Possibly. I don't know. What do you consider to be a quiet spot, Ro? Down here? No. Over by the nice cozy fireplace? That'd be nice.
I have absolutely no idea what this is supposed to be. A log and a pipe?
Modern art, Ro. You wouldn't understand. All right. Where's a quiet place outside? Is it even here, or is it somewhere else? One giant bong, the entire place. Was gone for work things. Marcus saved her. Hilariously, Rose saved herself, but as she was leaving, Marcus was entering the murder house to save her. And Marcus is an idiot, so he went in the front door and walked into an ambush. So Ro had to go back in and save him, and then they both escaped. So now Ro is attempting to put together a ritual that will reveal the shadow, and then they can go after him. I thought of that too, Pokegirl Sido. Oh no, what game fall lulls? I'm curious. It was actually a really hilarious scene. Like, Ro was creeping out of the house as she looks over and just sees Marcus strolling in. And she's like, oh my god. Oh, good. Yeah, it feels very true to character right there. All right, so where are we going for this? Over here somewhere? Oh, maybe we still need the personal object. We did grab the mirror, but maybe we still need that. All right. So, well, she said something about I'm taking a peek at the guide right now. No, apparently we have everything. All right, so we just need to find the right spot to do the ritual. Jaden wiggling his mouse around really confuses my brain. I'm trying to find which computer my mouse is Bluetooth to. Oh no! I do that at work all the time. I'm like, where's my mouse? Which mouse controls this one? Not always an easy thing to do. Well, is this the quiet spot for the ritual? Do we need to start laying stuff down? There we go. It had the wrong interaction hint, so I was confused. Let's see, I've been missing waiting, and wow, it's a terrible game by even worse company, but might face some pain for the description of the in-game currency, so don't give Blizzard money. That's fair, that's fair. I'm glad you're enjoying it, though. Hopefully, hopefully you can jump back in after the maintenance. That makes sense. Alright, so we got the mirror. What do we lay down next to salt? I'll walk in a circle, because that's how they do it on the television. And she made a circle of salt even though nobody told her to do that. Put down the picture. Put down the thistle. And then the spring water.
Somehow, I expected more. But, well, I followed the instructions exactly. It will work.
You didn't have instructions. You had a recipe. Just because you know the ingredients to make something doesn't mean you know how to make it. That's the problem. I read it correctly, but my fingers didn't say it correctly. I know what you meant. All right, back over to Markus.
We have located his residence. It is a mansion in the 19th district, Kaplangasse 9.
Claudia? What are you doing here?
I could ask you the same thing. I'm here because of a film deal for my book, and you? I hope it's got nothing to do with the shadow. There are clearly fewer of us this time, so the murder victim must be one of us.
Okay, the more you know, the better. That a shadow looks for soulmates to take possession of one in order to stab the other, you already got to know. Should he be murdered in the body of the host, he dies with him, so he has to stab himself first, otherwise he's trapped forever. Ro also went to see the pathologist, right after the thing with Tessa. She has records of all the murders, and the killers have all the same signs. An atrophied heart. What it means to us is that if the shadow stays in the host's body too long, when it has already killed its soulmate, its heart will atrophy more and more until it finally dies. These are the weaknesses we've found. Other than that, we don't have anything yet. Also, he couldn't row after the book release. That's why he ran away so fast. He almost killed us both that night. And it turns out that my help wasn't really necessary. I couldn't really contribute anything until now. Neither to stop the shadow nor to find him. That's why I tried to get in touch with Marie again. To learn how to control my visions. But it just didn't work. The last thing I saw was Ro desperately calling for me. So when I found out that the shadow was going to strike her again, I didn't want to bring her in danger. I have to protect her. And I have to stop the shadow before anyone else gets hurt.
Seems like I missed out on a lot.
Kind of, yeah. My drawers are all packed to the gills. Who has a drawer that's empty except for one single knife? Thank goodness she didn't use Dasani. Hello?
Please hurry up.
Alright, are we leaving?
Just a storeroom. Nothing striking.
Somebody at the door? A big place. Hello? No, not that way. I have no idea how to get around here. Hello? Anybody here?
Do you have to become a shadow to be able to afford a pool?
I mean, maybe? Ooh, heck of a view, Jesus. Alright, I think I didn't boil the syrup long enough, but they weren't terrible. Alright, so you got a good basis then, at least. That's good for the future. What is my current task? House search. Alright, so we're just looking around the house, seeing what we can find. Alright, we can do that.
Gardener, or simply a green thumb?
No idea. Wait, is there a difference?
I don't need to search the computer. I already know that this is the Shadow's headquarters.
Jeez. I guess one person is a professional and the other one's just, they do it. Possibly. That one's the bathroom. Gotta make sure we pulped in case there's a chase with the killer. A lot of books on the shelf, but apparently none of them are important.
I don't want a television in my bedroom.
I do, desperately. Gotta get my Netflix. Already been in there. That's all the same place, so we're good there. Back upstairs? Oh, we can turn over this way.
It seems so utterly idyllic. I can't imagine him standing here and cooking in peace while he thinks about how to kill the next soulmate.
It's pretty spooky. That's true. That's true. Never know when that IBS will kick in. Be prepared. Be prepared. Especially if you're going to be battling monsters and whatnot.
A heart. What an irony.
On several levels. Alright, so that's all one big interaction. Gotcha. Let's see what else we got to see around here.
Binoculars? So we're also dealing with a voyeur. I mean, no kink shaming.
Of course. There used to be a show on Discovery Channel, right when they started transitioning from educational programming to trash reality stuff, that was about a burglar who would show people how to protect their houses from burglars. And like what he'd do is, it was kind of like Kitchen Nightmares, where like Gordon Ramsay would go in and test the restaurant before he did anything. Like what he'd do is he'd be like, I'm gonna break into your house, like just to show you that, like, yeah, to catch a thief, that was it. And he's like, yeah, just to show people that their home security is garbage, I'm just gonna break into their house. And one of the things he did on one of the shows, and I have forever been furious about it, is he's like, I usually don't steal TVs because they're too big and heavy to carry, and too cumbersome compared to the results. But I usually do steal TV remotes just to piss off the owners. And I'm like, you fucking monster. You absolute fucking monster. That's diabolical. That is, oh God, that's so evil. Leaves the TV but takes the remote. Right. I actually knew a guy that did that as well, as a white hat hacker. He was a contractor for a bank. He'd just sit around all day trying to break into their website, and once he did, he wrote up a big report about how he did it and how to fix the hole, and they pay him for it. That's when you go, oh, someone's chaotic neutral at best. I don't know, that's just you're already stealing from them, and then you're like, how can I make this extra cruel? How can I take this a little bit farther? It's like farther than it needs to go. You didn't need to do that. Why would you do that? What am I missing here? Let's see there. Nothing to see here. Like, I heard the door. I don't know if that's something I need to deal with at some point, but I don't know where that door is.
Just a store.
Gonna get some crackers together? Excellent. Let's see, it's like the one post I've seen. If I was the burglar, I wouldn't steal anything, but I would switch the hot cold taps and shit. Oh God, I would never recover. Luna Arcado, welcome in. How are you doing today? Oh, that's so mean. Also reminds me of, my favorite comedian is Stephen Wright. Reminds me of one of the bits he does. Someone broke into my apartment the other day and stole everything I own and replaced it with stuff that looks exactly the same. Told my girlfriend about it. She said, "Who are you?" Oh, I love Stephen Wright. The deadpan just gets to me. All right. So we've seen everything here. Although, what is this? Oh, God.
One of his victims?
I mean, probably not, but also maybe. I guess. That would be pretty evil. Oh, we can go around this way? Have we been there before? Oh, yeah, well, I think we have been this way. Wow, I'm really glad we had an entire scene and a bit of dialogue for that. Yes, absolutely follows. Pioneers of surrealist comedy, which is my favorite. There's a whole bunch of stuff to look at here. I might have missed something. I thought it was all one big interaction point.
How often this monster sits here and enjoys the sun.
I think at this point you're just jealous of his house, Marcus. Which, honestly, fair. This is one hell of a residence. But, like, tone it down, man.
I once had them on my windowsills.
Yeah, I had some of these too, but I kept forgetting to water them, and then inclement weather, and wasn't really worth it. Sometimes I'm in the kitchen, I just throw a potato in the oven. I might be hungry later. Oh, God. Let's see, nothing else out here, although we didn't look at this, I suppose. Nothing to look at. Alright, what are we missing? What are we missing?
Art is probably simply part of the upper class.
I mean, yeah, this is true. I can levitate birds, but nobody cares. I think my absolute favorite Stephen Wright joke is, my grandpa used to be in the Navy, but back then they didn't have periscopes, they had kaleidoscopes. My God, we're surrounded. I don't know, that kills me. In grade school, I used to steal things out of people's lockers next to mine, keep it in mind for a day or two, and then put it back and never got caught. Oh, God. I did not steal basically anything in school except for one very notable exception, which is I was in gym class, and we were in the locker room, and me and a couple friends were roughhousing. And one of us got shoved into the lockers, and when the guy hit the locker, one of the lockers popped open. And what pours out of the locker but several hundreds of Magic the Gathering cards. And we look around the locker room, and like, whoever's locker this is, it's no one who's present right now. And so we all grabbed a handful and made off with them. Because we were very young, and also Magic cards are very expensive. And in my defense, although it is a weak defense, like, this guy had money, obviously. Alright, let me save here. Where are we at? Where are we at? Here? Yeah. Alright. Are we just leaving? Oh yeah, somebody was at the door.
Ludwig?
Yes?
What are you doing here?
You invited me? In the letter it said that it would be a romantic weekend.
I'm sure, of course. Please come in.
Hello? And you are?
Claudia.
Ah, the ex-girlfriend. I guess we'll have to discuss the definition of romantic later. I wasn't expecting an ex-girlfriend here.
Ludwig, why don't you go to our room and freshen up? I'll be right there.
Okay.
Doesn't ask where his room is. Now, we did see that the shadow was coming through the mirror at Ludwig's place, so I think we know where this is going. Did we not talk to Claudia? You'd think we'd want to talk to Claudia right now, but apparently not. Hey, Orbital Beetle, welcome in. How are you doing today? Oh, did I not mention the threesome? Yeah, that's, we really should discuss my definition of romantic. Oopsies! Oopsie doodles! Oh, please do not surprise people with those things. That's something we discussed beforehand. Hey, buddy! How are you feeling? Got any murderous impulses I should know about?
Can't wait to be alone with you.
Oh God! Oh God! Oh, I'm very excited about the stabbing. I mean, the romantic interlude. Oh God! Oh shit! Oh, well, I do not want to die, is the thing. Oh God, Lydia, help! Oh God, why are you up here?
Markus, you damn idiot! You can't simply start a fight without me. Oh, hi!
Hi!
Of course she's here too. Perhaps I should go, or I can wait in the car again.
No, Ludwig. Ro just happened to be in the area and wanted to say hi. Ro.
Right. Hi. Markus, can I maybe talk to you for a second?
Sorry.
Sorry, Ludwig. It turns out my definition of romantic is needlessly complicated and breathtakingly stupid. I'll get into that in a minute, but for right now, let me step aside for a moment. You don't want to die? How selfish. I know. Nuddle Masher, how are you doing today? I'm doing good. Welcome into the stream. Ludwig is remarkably chill about the whole situation, honestly. I mean, probably in part because that's probably not Ludwig. I don't think, like, as far as we know, like, once the shadow goes in there, you're just the shadow, but you also have the memory as the person. They haven't been super clear on that, but that's kind of my understanding of the situation, I think. Always liked panel windows? Which ones are those? I don't know the names of anything in architecture, which is very confusing. Yes, this game is both takes place in and is made in Austria, and all of the audio was originally recorded in German. Oh God, I haven't thought about house in a while. Oh, those ones behind row. All right. Yeah, no, those are nice. Those are nice. Hey, row.
What are you doing here?
We are a team. Our ancestors all died alone. If we don't face him together, we've got no chance.
Exactly, Ro. With your courage, intelligence, and stick-to-itiveness, and my, let's come back to this later. We'll circle back. This is Smolder. Exactly. With your fighting ability and my endless lust for everything that moves, we'll make this work. Yeah, kind of a doppelganger type thing. Except it actually is his body, which is the problem, because as far as we know, the only way to kill the shadows is to kill the host body. Legit your favorite show. Awesome. It did run for a very long time, too.
You've got to help me protect Ludwig.
It's clear that he wants to murder us all in one go. He doesn't underestimate us anymore.
Yeah, this is literally everyone that knows about his existence in one house, so, oh God. Your charming inability to handle any situation. Your constant tendency to blunder into mortal peril. Ugh. See, this is a either mistranslation or a turn of phrase I am not familiar with. This time we'll steal a march on him. If anybody's familiar with that, I would love to know about it, but like, I've never seen that combination of words before. You've got the plot memorized down to the disease. Oh God, that does make things complicated, unfortunately. Oh, steal a march is get the drop on him. Gotcha. Thank you, Rin. I appreciate that.
I'm glad that you're here. Together, we've got a better chance of protecting the others. Hopefully.
We are wiser than before. We know who he is, what he can do, and we have this here.
A mirror. We can hit him with that. I like the way you think, bro. We got this. I mean, we got other stuff we can hit him with, but, you know, if you want to hit him with the mirror that is big and heavy, got those pointy corners, probably shatters real nice. So, yeah, let's keep that in mind. We'll keep that plan going. Idioms are always so weird because, number one, they don't translate well. And number two, now that I have a bunch of people I talk to from outside of the US, sometimes they'll be like, where did that idiom come from? And I'm like, I have no idea. I've been repeating it my whole life and I've never considered it for a moment. Don't hit someone with a mirror, it reflects badly on you. Oh, God. Can't believe I didn't think of that one.
Why are you dragging the furniture around with you?
The mirror is our chance to get a drop on the shadow. We can use it to expose him.
Why do we need to expose him? We know where he is. How does exposing him help us?
How does it work?
I managed to perform a ritual on it. When the shadow looks in the mirror, he'll be exposed. We only need to attach a personal object of his to it. Is there anybody else apart from us?
No. At least I couldn't find anybody when I searched the house.
Then he must either not be in the house or he's already one of us. I'll go to the others and make sure that nothing happens to anybody. You continue searching the house and find the personal object.
Well, I've already got an idea what the personal object might be. Let's save. Where are we saving? Right here. Do we need to take the mirror with us, possibly? How did she find this ritual? It was a secret note left by her ancestor Marie in one of her old journals. Although oddly enough, it didn't actually say how to do the ritual, just said what the components were, and she just sort of guessed the rest. She did leave the mirror, but apparently we can just take that with us. So let's do that.
You could also have used a more manageable one.
Honestly, he's not wrong there. Oh, hey, she put the magic on this mirror. Why did she use such a big mirror? That's inconvenient. Let's see. I frequently almost pull an Ati and translate a Finnish idiom into English word for word. I imagine if it's anything like Ati, it doesn't really help the situation any. Hey, Infinity Simplex, welcome in. How are you doing today? Hope you're doing well. Let's see. Sorry to confuse you, Kissa. All right, so let's see. So we need to find a personal object. Gotta guess. Oops.
A heart. What an irony.
I thought that might have been it. Maybe not. There's something on the table now? There's a note on the table now. Oh, that's the note that supposedly Markus wrote.
This is my signature.
How did his signature get on the note? Weird. Apparently Ro doesn't have anything else to say. All right, personal object. Personal object. Nothing in the bathroom. Although that is a hell of a mural for a bathroom. I didn't notice that before. Like, that looks like a really small bathroom too. So somebody just put a super elaborate mural in there? Weird. Sorry, I was lurking a bit and trying to figure out the game. No worries, no worries. Lurk as much as you want, and if you got any questions, feel free to ask. I'm always, since I play these long story-based games, I'm always happy to bring people up to speed if they need to. As someone bilingual, I constantly find myself saying, how do you say Japanese word or phrase in English again? I had a friend whose family was from Poland, and his mom was trying really hard to learn English, and she had one of those little electronic dictionaries, because it was the 90s. And what I always thought was really adorable was she'd always be like, oh, what was that word? And then she'd look it up in the dictionary and she's like, oh, no, I knew that. Like, she'd have a word and she'd be like, in English, and she'd be like, oh, that's probably not the right word. And then she'd look it up, she'd go, oh, no, that's it. So, like, she didn't technically need it anymore, but, like, she was always referencing it because she'd be like, that doesn't sound right. Ooh, Nuddle Masher. Very nice. Very nice. All right. Personal objects. Personal object. How would we know? I don't know what we just picked up. What did we just pick up?
This should count as a personal item.
What is it?
This should count as a personal item.
I don't know what that is, but it's a photograph and something else? Photograph and something else. All right. That's what we're doing then. Let's save again. Because things are about to get real dangerous, I imagine. Could be a little bit of liver. Looks a little bit like a leaf, but not like quite the right shape, I don't think. Constantly forgetting how to explain simple concepts in English. If only my friends knew Chinese. Oh no. A very good friend of mine has recently been learning Chinese because for work they have to fly over there and talk to factory folks in China, which is, I don't know, if my boss suddenly said, hey, we got a new, we have a new responsibility for you at work, you need to learn Chinese, I'd probably just leave. That's too much. Yeah, my phone started doing that too, follows. I really appreciate that. Could be a rose petal too. It was really hard to tell. It was very dark colored. All right, do we need to combine this with the mirror? There we go.
The ritual is complete.
That's a really dramatic thing to say. I mean, I know you're not wrong, but like, really dramatic things. All right, we ready, chat? We're not ready. Let's do this. Check it out, buddy.
It's not one of us.
Why are y'all being weird?
No. No. No.
On the floor, wasted. My miserable tiny self that screams and weeps.
Oops.
I knew you were too weak. But you were also never destined to be the next shadow hunter. If Roberta had inherited all the powers, she would perhaps have been a threat, like Marie was. But you... How is it to know you've lost your only chance for true love? This person truly does love you, although his greatest fear is that you will never reciprocate his love.
Well, that's a really weird place to change scenes, but also I understand why. Because now we have to save Markus. Oh, jeez. I like how apparently they're soulmates, although half of the game has been Markus going, I don't know if I want to get too serious. He's moving awfully fast. I don't know how I feel about this. All right, that's fine though. That's fine. All right, let's go over to Ro. Things are bad now.
Markus!
Don't!
You're right, I know, but we have to help him.
You did research into the demon. Wasn't there anything about his powers?
The last thing in Marie's notes was a letter to the next shadow hunters in Bavaria. We don't know exactly what happened. All we have are Markus' visions, but they don't help us much either.
God damn it! Come on, think! Marie didn't send him the visions for nothing. Come on!
All right, we're gonna figure something out then. Sorry about that. The sound mix in this game is not ideal. Not ideal. So sometimes it just gets real loud for some reason. Also, contrast her yelling to Ludwig whispering inside the shadow right there. Like, I could barely hear him. And then all of a sudden, Ro yelling. This reluctance is just how German/Austrians be. Ludwig, though, he's also Austrian. He's full throttle on this thing. Poor sound volume consistency is totally the aesthetic. It does fit, I suppose. Alright, so we'll save. That is a pretty gnarly screenshot right there.
Claudia is not the shadow hunter here. I am. Come on, I have to think of something.
Alright, we got anything in the inventory? Really? Wait, hang on. Does she still have... Oh, no, she doesn't have that pouch that Markus had. It kind of appeared in her inventory briefly, but I don't think she was supposed to have that.
Marie! What do you want to show me? The shadow. It was the same one that had possessed Friedrich. But how did you escape? Help us! The dagger. That's why you sent the amulet away. You knew you only had one shot, so you charged your weapon with it once and escaped the barrier. But we have neither weapon nor time.
But I thought the amulet was destroyed.
It was, but we
When Markus was at my place, a pouch fell out of his pocket. He told me that there was just sand inside, a kind of memento of his family. Ro, is that the sand?
From the amulet, yes. He took it from the chest and put it in the pouch. It was all he had.
The amulet was the most powerful protective thing in the Ritter family. They even used it to manipulate other weapons. What if the sand still contains enough energy?
You're right. We just need one charge.
Once again, Claudia is not the shadow hunter here. Literally the only one here who isn't a shadow hunter, and yet she's got all the good ideas. Yes, Claudia really should have been the shadow hunter. She's got more competence than the other two put together. Time to Jaeger them shottens. Bad mixing in an FMV game, say it ain't so. Yeah, Claudia's like, you gonna do something about this? Alright, so where is the sand then?
This damn energy sphere. There must be a way to dissolve it.
Alright, we just said we're doing the sand, but we don't have that in our inventory. Does she have it?
Claudia is not the shadow hunter.
Where is it then? What are we supposed to be doing here? I'm gonna save again. She was just talking. Do we have to go back to her house? Is that what we're doing?
Dude, I can't just leave.
That's the best line of the entire game right there. One more time.
There is no going back.
Oh no, go back to the other one. Oh my god.
Dude, I can't just leave.
There we go. Oh, Jesus. That's beautiful. It is beautiful. Understatement of the century. Now I'm kind of curious what that line was in the German version. Was there a literal translation there? Is there a literal translation for dude? I wonder.
There was also a knife in the jacket.
I like how Claudia's like, I brought the sand with me. I'm not going to get it, though. You have to get it. It's in my jacket over there. I'm not going to move from this spot. You get it. You get it. You're the shot Jaeger. You do it. Just dude, possibly. There are some dude words. I like that phrasing.
It actually amuses me that you shadow hunters, after hundreds of years, still haven't found out how to exercise me without killing the host.
So there is a way.
Markus! Please wake up! Fight! It's not Ludwig! Ludwig's dead! Please! You're all the family have left! I'm sorry!
Hold on, please.
I mean, if you got stabbed in the kidney, that's not often survivable. It's, like, technically so, but you're probably gonna die. So basically, for anybody that missed the context there, Ludwig was possessed by a shadow monster. They can move between bodies. And literally the only way that has been found to kill the shadow monster is to kill the host. Also, we know if he kills himself, he can just leave. So it's kind of a time-sensitive thing. And he's been murdering people for hundreds of years, so, like, we kind of got to deal with that shit. So, yeah, he just revealed to Markus, he's like, oh yeah, there's totally a way to get me out of the body, but, like, nobody knows what it is, so. Dead now, so it doesn't matter, I guess. Why am I genuinely kind of sad? No, they earned it. They earned a little bit of it, I think. The acting is very goofy, but they earned some feels. Use a straw to get it out. Just get a big rubber mallet and just beat him on the head and say, go, get out of there. All right, we're on the next day, Sunday, or next day, or possibly the day after. No, I think it was Saturday, so next day.
I don't want to see all this anymore. It's best to pack it away.
Why? Where are we going? Are we going somewhere?
Again, just the two of us.
As long as you never leave Potato Man behind. This is your best companion.
I don't know what I'm going to do with the Shadowhunter stuff. I would love to throw everything back into the shed.
Understandable. Maybe we're going to jail for stabbing a guy. I mean, yeah, that is going to be a little difficult to explain to the police, I suppose. And I imagine they'll have some questions. If you can't leave the body without it dying, wouldn't you be able to just keep him in there? See, we know that if he stays in the body for too long, his heart atrophies. But it sounds like if he dies any way other than being murdered, like he can just leave somehow? I guess they're not 100% clear on that. We know if he's murdered, he dies, but if he kills himself, he can just leave. I don't know how that works exactly. Just claim self-defense by insanity? I thought he was possessed by a demon. Sorry.
I wish I could just hole up here, but I can't avoid it.
Avoid what? I guess we're using the box to pack some stuff. Supposed to use something on the murder board, it seems like. I don't know what, though. Are we using the knife to just cut the strings? That would be cute. Come back to that, I guess. Close that.
The wool is perfect to connect the crime scenes on the map. I don't know what that's supposed to do, but they always do it that way in movies.
I love that line. Let's see, what else are we doing?
A glass of water.
Most of this is still the same. Oh, are we supposed to use the box on that maybe? Or pack everything up in the box? There we go.
I guess that's it. Somehow, I imagined it all so easy. But it all went wrong. I can't believe this happened. I killed a man. Markus will never be able to forgive me. I killed the love of his life. No, his soulmate.
Rin! We have to pack up the potato man!
Again, just the two of us.
Let me pack up the potato man, he's important, we can't forget him. It really needs to be a scene if we're packing him up, so I know that he doesn't get left behind. It's important. Perfectly reasonable defense arguments. Oh god. Do we need to take anything out of here? I think some books are missing, so she may have already packed up some stuff from here. Sometimes you gotta save it for the moment of most impact. Yeah, this is definitely a very loud wood aesthetic. It's everywhere, every surface. Very sorry for this offense to have occurred to you. Yeah, it's a little one note. I would have at least put down some carpeting or something. Seems like that might have helped some. Doing anything with the computer? You need to pack that up? No. Put that in the box? No, we don't put that in the box. Apparently the box is just for the murder board. Yes? What's our task right now? I have a good place to store the box. Where are we storing the box? What does that mean? Nice accent rug would help too. I agree. They've got a couple of wall hangings here and there. Could use one or two more, I think. Reminds me of my grandparents' cabin, mostly wood inside. Oh, that's really cool. That's really cool. My grandpa had he called it a cabin. It was actually a, what do you call it? It was actually one of those little trailer homes, except he actually built an extension onto it. It was very cool. The shed, she said she lost the key to, so I don't think in there. I don't know why we're storing things to begin with, honestly. I'm a little confused about that. Storage? I mean, I suppose that is where she got all the stuff in the first place. I like how the ladder is still there and we can still use it. It's cute.
A garden shed with normal garden stuff. Unfortunately, I have lost the keys, but had already looked around in there before that happened.
Alright,
I'm not ready yet.
Oh, alright, so we do need to find a place to store that. Alright, where's a good place to store stuff? In here? No. Storing stuff. Storage stuff.
There is nothing.
Things. Oh, we put it in there in the big empty cabinet right next to it. Good quality box there. I thought that was one of those cheap filing boxes, but it looks like it was leather on the outside. That was pretty classy. Alright. I should be on my way to where? What are we doing? We're taking Potato Man? Why are we not taking Potato Man? Potato Man should be coming too. I'm gonna save one more time in case there's still dangerous things afoot.
Ludwig's funeral.
Oh. Alright, still Sunday, switching over to Markus. Oh god, what's his task list? Collect your memories! Oh, time for some sad times. I like how he's like, oh, Ludwig, I know I resisted most of your advances to get serious, but I would have eventually acquiesced after several months in an ill-advised fling. Ludwig! Remember that time I made coffee and he was in the shower? Memories. Are we being kicked out of Ludwig's cool apartment? Technically, we were only staying there because, Markus's apartment was getting renovated. I suspect the reason that was a plot point was because they didn't have access to the place they used as Markus's apartment in the first game. I don't know that for certain though. All right. So I imagine we just go in rooms and have sad feelings. Also, there's something on the table there, but we can't interact with it yet.
Ich liebe dich, Markus.
Well, last time in Ludwig's apartment, time to get real upset. Real super upset about everything. Just get myself real worked up. Okay, but we now have unfettered access to his closet. Yeah, but he didn't like Ludwig's aesthetic. He didn't seem to enjoy wearing the knit sweaters. Or having his hair cut as short as it is. Maybe he'll learn, I guess. Alright. To the funeral. My question is, do they know how he died? Does anyone know how he died? Is Ro on the run now? Is that what's going on? Is Ro wanted for murder? Oh, God. Oh, hey, Ro.
It's okay.
No, it's not.
No, we failed all along. But at least we did it together.
I'm so sorry.
Please, don't.
No, I have to let it out. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I killed Ludwig.
So am I. But you didn't have any choice. You saved me. From now on, we'll protect people. Our goal is not to stop the shadows. It's to save the people. Two shadow hunters at the same time.
And a very abrupt credit roll. Yeah, admitting murder in a public park is pretty bold. Especially, you know, like right in front of the grave of the person you murdered. He's stabbed and dead. Must have been the wind. Yeah, we think he fell on this. God. That was a good one. Oh, they got some behind the scenes shots too. That's cute. Thank you for the GGs. So, I should clarify. I mentioned this at the start of things, but I'll repeat. They intended this to be a trilogy. And they are still hoping to make the third one, although from what I've seen in their social media, this game didn't make a lot of money, so they may not be doing that. But I will keep an eye out, and if they end up making the third one, we'll definitely play that on stream. Hang on. Good music, but very loud. Sorry. Let's see. Here lays said person I brutally stabbed to kill a demon possessing them and get away with murder. Yeah, those are all the Kickstarter backers, because this was a Kickstarter game.
No, you won't get the others. And if it's the last thing
And there's a teaser for Game 3, I suppose. Yeah, it sounds like they were saying it didn't sell well enough for a sequel, because the last thing they posted on their social media basically was from like November, December last year, where they're like, hey, we're having a big sale, and if it sells well enough, we'll make the decision whether to make a new game. And then they had nothing, they didn't say anything else after that. But like I said, once again, I'm going to keep an eye out. If you're curious, both of these folks have a Twitch stream where they do stream regularly, although it's only German, so I probably won't be hanging out there very often. I like how one ended with shit and two ended with fuck. How did they end the third one then? How do they escalate from there? Let's see. Also, did Markus have to get his hair cut because there's just similar Rose? So the scenes where they showed Markus with his old haircut at the beginning of the game, kind of, I could be wrong, but it looked like he was wearing a wig. So I just sort of assumed it was because like that was what his haircut was that was what his walking around hair was in the first game, and then by the time they got around to making the second one, he just got his haircut. Which would make sense because like that's a more grown ass man haircut than the emo hair he had in the last game. They were haircut twinsies. I mean, it would be startlingly similar, is the thing. So yeah, like, I wasn't sure if I would like this one after the first one because it was very low budget, but like, I had a lot of fun with this one. It was goofy, but it did make me laugh a bunch of times. Most of the puzzles were not signposted very well. I could do without them, but yeah, it was a very Gabriel Knight, and they kind of in the first one they're like, oh, this is inspired by Gabriel Knight too, but then in this one they sort of gently implied that maybe it takes place in the same universe as Gabriel Knight 2, which I suppose for legal reasons they can't really just come out and say that, but interesting. It was interesting whether some of the things were generally because low budget or fake low budget for aesthetic. It's hard to tell. It is hard to tell. And like some of the things like the map being an actual map like feels like directly lifted out of Gabriel Knight 2. So it's hard to say. But yeah, I enjoyed this. I did have fun with this. I would like to hang out with these characters a little bit more. So yeah, if they make a third one, I'll be buying that. And I'll be streaming that. And hopefully that'll happen. We'll see. If you know anybody else that's a fan of FMVs, feel free to point them towards this. Maybe a couple more purchases will help. You never know. Oh, you had to hop into a meeting? Well, there will be the VOD on Twitch if you want to see it, and I'll be putting it up on YouTube soon as well. But we were just talking about the fact that this is intended to be part 2 of 3 of a trilogy, and we're not sure if game 3 is going to come around. We will see. But what did you guys think? How did you folks enjoy the Markus Ritter duology as it stands right now? What did you think? Did you have fun with it too? I hope you did. Like, that's for me the cardinal sin of any game is being boring, and it wasn't a boring game at any point, which I appreciate. Lazarus, you enjoyed what little you saw. There wasn't really a ton. Like, this was only a 2-stream game, so you saw probably more than a third of it, oddly enough. Doc Belvin has redeemed Invest in a Harvester sequel right there. We should definitely do a Kickstarter eventually for the Harvester sequel. Set the goal for $15 million. Do we need that much? No, not really, but, Daddy needs to get paid. So, we'll use about 30,000 of that for the game development, and the rest, we're going to Cabo. I think that's a good strategy. To fund 3 needs a Harvester crossover. It was fun and gay, what else do you need? They said that was basically their goal, is they wanted to make a more gay version of Gabriel Knight 2. Which didn't make any sense in the demo, because there really wasn't anything gay in there. But yeah, this one had lots of that, and that was really fun. And yeah, that was cool. That was cute. One of the description, like the very first line on the Steam page for this game, Ghosts of the Past. Let me get the exact wording here. Oh, I can't pull up Steam right now, really. I believe the developers themselves, I believe, describe this as cheesy queer trash, which fair description. And if that was what you set out to make, then folks, mission accomplished. So yeah, this was good. This was good. I enjoyed this. Like I said, I wasn't sure what to expect after the demo, but like, yeah, I liked it. I liked it enough that I would get another one of this if they make one. I hope they do. I hope they get to finish things out. Although, in fairness, like, if they don't get to make a third one, at least this one wrapped up at least as well as the Gabriel Knight series did. Or at least as well as Gabriel Knight 2 did. Gabriel Knight 3 didn't really wrap up anything. Gabriel Knight 3 sucked. You have to admire people putting effort into a thing they enjoy. I like a streamer who recently made a couple of point click. Oh, nice. Yeah, it's. I've always said on here, like, I will always appreciate a game with low production value and a lot of love put into it over a AAA game that everyone just sort of made by committee. And there was plenty of stuff wrong with this game. Also, plenty of stuff wrong with me, like how I never noticed any of the scroll bars. But also, there was stuff wrong with the game too. But it was fun, and you could tell they really thought what they were doing was really neat at all times, and I liked it. I appreciate seeing that passion behind the game, and I'm glad we were living in an era where people can just sort of sometimes go out and make cool games that appeal to them. I hope we get to see lots more of that. Because pretty much every time I've seen somebody make something like that, it's interesting at a bare minimum, and the world needs more interesting games. So I think we are going to go ahead and wrap things up right here. Seems like a good time to wrap things up. And anyway, I got to go do laundry. So I appreciate everybody for stopping by. I appreciate everybody for hanging out. I appreciate everybody for watching. I appreciate everybody for indulging me when I find weird niche games like this. I'm going to keep doing that. I'm going to warn you about that. Next week we are going to be streaming again starting on Monday, as is per our current schedule. And if you haven't seen, the next game we're playing is No More Heroes 3. We have played No More Heroes 1, we played No More Heroes 2, and we have played Travis Strikes Again. All of those are up on YouTube if you want to check them out. I don't know how strong the continuity is going to be, but it's a Suda 5-1 game. There's no way to predict anything that's going to be happening, so we'll just see how things work out. Thank you, everybody, for being here. I appreciate you folks. We do, of course, have one last thing to do before we wrap things up for the week, and that is, as always, let's see who all else is online. So if you're not done watching Twitch for the day, maybe I can send you somewhere cool. I would like the opportunity to try, most definitely. So if you haven't already hit follow, make sure to hit follow now. That'll be the easiest way to find me next week or at any point in the future if you'd like to stop by. Feel free to enable notifications as well. That'll make it easy to find out when I'm going live. There's also a couple of links in chat you might want to check out if you haven't seen them already, including a link to my Discord if you want to chat with me or the rest of the community outside of the stream. Feel free to jump in there. And we've got a link to my YouTube, as I was just talking about, that's got all of my past streams. If you want to check out any of the previous games we played, any of the old No More Heroes, the VODs of Markus Ritter, all the Gabriel Knight VODs are up there as well. Feel free to jump into that. And I am looking to see who is live right now. We got a couple options today. I figure out which one we want to go with, but I see somebody that we have not rated for quite some time who is playing a game I have been super curious about. So I think this is the perfect combo right here. Also an adventure game, so that's a good combo right there. So ladies and gentlemen, I would really appreciate it if you would join us as we go on a little raid over to fellow retro and adventure game fan, Captain Badgertail. Like I said, she plays lots of adventure games, including a lot of retro adventure games, if you're ever curious, and some other retro games as well, non-adventure. Right now she is playing Lamplight City, which is a modern adventure game with a very retro aesthetic. And I've heard nothing but good things about this game, and it looks incredible. So I'm very excited to check it out a little bit. See if maybe I want to play it on stream. I do. So why don't you join me over there? Say hi to Captain Badgertail. Hang out for a bit. Throw her a follow if you like what she's doing. But hey, if you've got other things to do, I will just say, as I always do, have a good morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you're in the world. And I'll see you folks next week for No More Heroes 3. Take care of yourselves till then, everybody.